Four Brothers Honey started actually as Three Brothers Honey before we had our fourth son. So it is named after our four boys. My husband and I started it as a hobby, kind of just something for us to do together that wasn't, the business of running a household. And in 2001, we ended up getting a large crop of honey. So we reached out to the local Horsham Farmers Market. We're based in Horsham, and sold some honey there, and really loved the experience of being out in the community, being able to talk to people about the honeybees. We always bring them with us wherever we go if we can. And so we decided to make more of the process. And through the farmers markets, we met a lot of different homeowners that had larger properties and were willing to host honeybees. And so we went from 2 hives in our yard to like 12 in our yard, and now we have over 60 all over the area. And so one of the things that we started to do then is call ourselves micro-local. And so what we do with that is we keep the bees in a bunch of different towns, and then we harvest everything separately so that you can purchase honey specifically from where the bees are located. So we have hives in Horsham, Ambler, Doylestown, North Wales, Jamison, Pottstown, Southampton. Next year we're going to start in Lansdale and Sumneytown area. So we bought an old farmhouse. Our house was built in 1790. It's only 2¼ acres because they took the original farmland and put a neighborhood behind it. But so we bought that farmhouse, and then we kind of wanted to do farming things, or at least pretend. We bought chickens, started the honeybee hobby. And in order to actually start the process, we went to the Montgomery County Beekeeping Association, and we took classes there. And so that was our date night, is bee class. So some beekeepers that are commercial beekeepers will have migratory bees. So they take their bees to an apple orchard while those trees are in bloom. The bees help to pollinate those trees, get that nectar, and you have, apple blossom honey, or whatever is in the area. And then they move those bees to the next bloom. Our bees live in different towns and stay there all of the time. So they're fully stationary there, and then we bottle the honey and label it accordingly. So as we harvest honey, we bring all of it into our commercial kitchen, and then we only harvest by each spot. We clean all of our equipment out, harvest by the next spot, and it helps. A lot of our customers use honey for allergy prevention. So for them, it lets them choose as close to home as they can. So this is actually a sample that we do at the farmers markets. It's all of the honey that we've ever harvested from our apiary in Horsham. From spring to summer, the colors will change. I don't know if I've got it in the light maybe more. And from year to year. So even this is all the same spot, and it will never be exactly the same. The color, the texture, the taste will never be the same, and that's how you're getting more, you're getting honey directly from a beekeeper. We are excited to offer tasting of our hyper-local honey. So we will have honey from all of our locations from springtime and summertime. So that'll be, it's about 14 different honeys to taste if people are up for trying that much. Weather permitting, we'll bring the bees so that everybody can see the work that they do. And then additionally, we're going to be speaking about something that we have focused our business on for the last 2 years, and that is honeybee removal. So it's natural for honeybees to swarm, and when they do that, they look for a cavity or a void to build their new home in. In the best case scenario, that's a hollow tree. And in the worst case scenario, it's someone's house. So a soffit, a roof line, somewhere in behind the siding. So we specialize in that removal. Prior to beekeeping, my husband has had a long-standing construction company. So we're fully licensed and insured contractors and then the beekeepers as well, and we have equipment to do difficult removals. This is a local one. This was actually the Joseph Ambler Inn in Horsham. And then you can see this is in somebody's roof line here. This was actually the back of their shower. They had bees buzzing in the shower. And then here's another one way up high in the roof. So we take those bees and then we rescue and rehome them. So all of those bees become part of our apiary operations, which is part of why we have so many different locations. And we fully repair the houses. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop for that. So my easiest fact that people might not know about honeybees is that over 90% of the colony is female. It's very common for people to think otherwise, and so that's always a fun fact to share. And then going further, I think it's really neat to learn about how much teamwork goes into a hive. People use terms like hive mind and all of that kind of stuff, and it definitely comes from somewhere, and I think we could learn a lot from the teamwork that honeybees have. So I think it's multifaceted. I mean, we definitely don't want, if people have honeybees in their house, we don't want those bees to be killed. So people knowing that that's a service that can be available to them, I think is important. We love educating about honeybees. So any opportunity where we can connect and reach out, we have, Girl Scout, Boy Scout groups that come to our location and do tours. We would like to do more of that. And in the near future, we want to be offering beekeeping classes for people that want to do it themselves. So all that outreach is beneficial for that. So I hope that they enjoy tasting the honey. And I hope that they learn something new about honeybees, and especially maybe not necessarily respect, but a better understanding to not be fearful of